Hi there, I'm Brad Camp, and today I want to talk about road rage. Um, we all see it. We see people driving like they shouldn't be driving, and for no apparent reason. And what I wanted to do was maybe have some bring up some sort of reason, and explain it a little bit. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm wanting to talk to people who have road rage, who get angry, who don't like the traffic, um, and sort of discuss some stuff. I think a lot of it is guys, and probably around my age, 50-ish, and there's different reasons. Financially, we feel the pressure, and we've got family to deal with, and you know, um, the list goes on and on. Kids problems, that sort of stuff. And if we add other stuff to the mix, such as alcohol or drugs, for me it's traumatic brain injury. And I can be out there and you won't know that I've got traumatic brain injury. There's nothing showing it. So it can be concussion, and the reasoning changes, um, the way I process stuff, and I know from the moment I get up in the morning that I might not have a good day. I feel this buzziness in my arms, my balance is a little off, and I'm just agitated, and I can't pinpoint it. And you might be the same way. So basically, again, the people I'm talking to are you guys who don't know why you're angry in the morning. And a lot of it you just block out, and you know you've got to get to work, you know you have stuff to do, you know you've got money to make. And I was in a car accident years ago, and it took a couple years to get a diagnosis of having concussion and brain injury. And then it took a little while after that to start seeing specialists, I guess, that deal with brain injury. And they call it an invisible illness. And I do too. Um, and in a lot of the situations, I'll flare up, and I'll be doing my thing, and then some jerk enters into my life in some way or other. Quite often they're um, pretty much the mirror image of who I am. They're driving a vehicle, and it's a work vehicle usually, or they're in a car and they have to get somewhere, and no, they don't. We're not in that big a rush to get anywhere. It's not an emergency. Um, but we want to get back home, and we've had enough of the day. And I'll see these guys pretty much every day. Someone driving in an unsafe manner, we could call it that. And we don't know what they're going through, and we don't know um, why they're driving erratically. And if it's me, I don't always know why I'm driving erratically. I don't know why I'm ticked off, just overwhelmed, right? So I think the number one thing is, if you're watching this video, you're probably watching it for a reason, and I'm there too. And one day we may run into each other on the road and not be nice to each other. Um, but it's not that that's who we are. So what I recommend is take some time right now while you're watching this and sort of look back over the last 3 months or the last year or 2 years, and do you find yourself like me just getting angry for no reason? And then think back further and go, well, you know, have I banged my head? Have I been in a car accident? Um, do I have any reason to have a concussion? And if you do, if there's situations, I've talked to people who have had 5 or 6 concussions, and, you know, you really don't do anything about it. You get up and you move on. Um, but there are subtle signs that you can think back and you can go, okay, well, I banged my head here, and what else to look for? Um, your balance being off. Um, for me, it's a pause when I'm answering questions or doing a conversation. So in this conversation, I know I pause and it drives me nuts. Um, and you get to put up with it or grab another video. Um, so the pausing conversation is one. Um, I like being alone, which I never used to. I do a lot of alone time now just to de-stress. I get up early and I feel stressed at 4 in the morning, and there's nothing happening. There's no reason for it. Um, my hands are shaky at times. I drop stuff randomly. Um, I have difficulties reading, which I didn't before. I used to be able to read and read and read, and now it's like I'll just lose my place in a book. I'll be reading something and then thoughts just disappear. Um, difficulties writing, that sort of stuff. So if you find you're in the same place and you're listening to a video that is titled Road Rage, that might not be the whole issue. Um, there's probably something behind it. And if you take the time to sit back and really think through it, I've been getting into meditation. So basically, meditation to me is just getting up early, taking time out, um, learning to breathe. Um, if I'm angry, take a time out. It seems weird for an adult to take a time out, but it does work. Go for a walk in nature. Stop on the way home, grab a coffee. I'm sure your wife would prefer you be 10 minutes late getting home and get home happy than be 10 minutes early and start a war. It's not worth it, right? We've all got cell phones. Phone her up. Say, hey, honey, I'm going for a coffee. I'm going to be late. Um, she'll figure it out. Yeah. Um, take care of yourself, right? It's not worth it to keep fighting and fighting yourself and having this anger inside of you. Um, it's okay to go to a doctor and say, I get angry and I need to figure it out. Um, for the average doctor, I don't know how much they're going to clue into what we say, because us guys don't really say much. Um, so you have to be persistent. You have to really get your point across. And for me, I was pretty adamant that I wanted help. And with getting help, I did get help. And I have it now. And I'm thankful for it. So once again, yeah, just really, if you noticed that you're watching this video because you've been angry on the road, it's a good start to really look at yourself Take a look in a mirror and say, this is who I am. And first step's the doctor, and then make sure he refers you to somewhere um, to get tested for concussion or traumatic brain injury. And it's actually a new field. It's only been out for about 5 years, and very few people know about it. Mine came from a car accident, and it took 2 years before anyone picked up on it. At least 2 years. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for listening. I'm Brad Camp, and I'm probably going to be doing more videos along this lines and other stuff. So feel free to, if you're going through this, um, send me an email, write a comment, um, share the video if you know someone that you think might have struggles. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.